To refer to Paulie Malignaggi's win over Zab Judah this past Saturday as turning back the clock might be a little bit of a misnomer. There's no doubt that the performance was surprising, but it also might have been the best performance the Magic Man has ever had. All throughout the night, Malignaggi forced Judah onto his back foot, where a younger version of Zab might have been effective, but where an older version was utterly ineffective. Paulie kept his jab moving constantly, never gave Judah an opportunity to rattle off combinations without having to avoid a punch or counter one. After the fight, Judah was respectful, but slid in his assessment that the fight turned out the way it did because Malignaggi was unwilling to engage. Now, that's a lot like saying a batter only struck out because the pitcher wouldn't throw him fastballs. The tape shows that Malignaggi wasn't the one unwilling to engage. It was Zab who was either unwilling or unable to pull the trigger. Paulie's constant feinting continuously froze him and kept him relatively dormant for 12 rounds. After the win, Al Heyman reportedly called Malignaggi and told him there'll be something big waiting for him, and as we've discussed here before, the options are quite plentiful. Paulie is the kind of low-risk, high-reward opponent that could land any fight in the welterweight division for that very reason. Because he doesn't hit hard, because he's lost to A-level guys in the past, but because he's a former two-time world champion who garners ticket sales and decent TV ratings, he's a manager's dream matchup. It's possible that he lands the winner of this weekend's Adrian Broner-Marcos Maidana WBA title fight, though that's most likely to happen if Maidana comes out on top. There's also a simple deal to be made to face interim WBA titleist Keith Thurman, with whom he's had very strong words with in the past. He's also good friends with newly crowned IBF champ Sean Porter, but if they were to have a sudden falling out, that fight could be made in an instant as well. Now then there's the big one. It wasn't too long ago that Malignaggi's team was legitimately contacted by Floyd Mayweather's about a possible pay-per-view matchup. Now he's even managed by the same guy. And with public response to the Amir Khan bout being less than positive on this side of the pond, and with a dwindling pool of welterweights recognizable enough for Floyd to face, however you feel about it, it's not out of the question that Paulie hits the jackpot. Just months after talking about retirement, Malignaggi may be in the best position he's ever been in his entire career.